Where's my hammer?
Welcome back, guys. So I know it's been a minute since I've posted a YouTube video about the truck since I got the bed removed. So today we're taking off the bedside panels because they're rusted really bad. My plan is to paint this truck, and like I said, the bedside panels are shot, so my plan is to just replace them with aftermarket ones.
Jeez Louise. That needs to come off.
There's actually a decent amount of sites, surprisingly, with these. So my plan is to knock out the spot welds and rip these off today. And I just want to start this video by saying I had no idea that you could just like go to the store and get specific drill bits for this. I know like I'm in the trades, but there are like just some things that I didn't know, and this was one of them. My grandfather gave me a chisel and a hammer and told me to start hammering out the spot welds, and I was like, okay. And I feel like I was here for much longer than I was supposed to be.
Well. Right on the money. First try. First try. Let's see if this comes off first try or not. Probably not. I have to disconnect this because this is. Okay, I should be just good to go. This shouldn't be an issue, but who knows, really? Let's do the other one. Wow. What are you doing down here?
All right, so moving on to the back of the tailgate, I needed to bust out the spot welds on the inner corners of that as well. And first I needed to take out the actual tail lights, which were really easy to remove. They were only 2 screws. I feel like back in the day when they made cars, they made it so that way people can actually work on them. I feel like now taking one thing apart, you break like 4 things and can't get it back together. Like, I just feel like back in the day it was so much simpler.
Whether, I don't know if the new quarter panels that I got are just, hello, what do you have in your mouth? I don't know if the quarter panels are this weld here, and I can just literally pop off this whole thing, or if it's not this, and it's these inner welds here. I'm gonna show you what is spot welded all up this corner. I'm gonna go with this. More is, less is more sometimes. We'll see how it goes. You know, though, that would be really easy. Oh. This doesn't have enough power. This is a fucking torque wrench. It's not even a high impact torque wrench either.
Okay, so like I said previously, I'm taking off the outermost part of the quarter panels just because I'd rather not like mess with the inside if I don't have that matching piece and then I'm stuck fabricating something or welding the old shit back together. And whoever did this did a really nice job of metal wire across the tailgate instead of what was supposed to be there. The person who properly secured the tailgate also thought it was a good idea to use self-tappers to put the original tailgate. You can literally see the break in the middle where the metal was coming off from the other metal, and they just self-tapped it. So it was hanging on by a thread with some metal wire, and I'm so glad I got that off. And now I'm gonna chisel out the spot welds and move forward. Hopefully I can get this off.
I need to be under this. Okay. Here we go.
Anywhere where there is rust, it's almost impossible to get these spot welds out nicely. So that's why I was chiseling at that spot. All of that down there is corroded. I'm going to have to remove all of it and replace it. And now I'm pulling up on the quarter panel to see exactly where I still need to notch out the spot welds. I have to do the inner wheel well here, even though it's pretty rusted. I think it'll come right off. And then I have to do around the inside of the bed along the whole line. I'm popping them out now as best as I can so I can get under there to chisel them. There were so many spot welds on the inside of the bed that I decided to get a 1/4-inch drill bit and just drill them out. But the problem with that is I was going through both metals a lot just because it was really hard to get through the one. And by the time I was through the one, it already hit the second one. What's up? Your movie came off? All right, give me 1 second. I'll be there.
Drilling out.
I don't want to go all the way through. I just was gonna.
Well, they make something like a hole saw that does that.
I was just gonna
Yeah, that'll help.
do this and then pop it out. I think that's. I don't want to ruin the whole inside of this. Well, went through that time. Gotta get off this thing now. Something just fell. Do you want me to show you how to do an offset?
Good.
It's like literally easiest. It's the easiest bend. Yes! Did it. I did it, but it fell on the other side of the truck. You could do it to the 30, but that's probably good. Whatever that is, almost 22.5. And then you flip it. Make sure it's even. And you just repeat the same bend. You could just lay it here. I just wanted it out because ugh. I broke like 4 chisels yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Did you get a spot weld remover bit?
No, they make those?
Yes, and also you can get a little tiny belt sander, which will actually sand down the spot welds.
You know,
We usually put it this little, like 8mm spot weld cutter, they call it,
okay.
on the end of a drill, and it drills out just that little spot weld.
Because I'm using a 1/4-inch freaking drill bit right now.
Yeah, so you want to try to leave the back.
I know. There's a spot weld remover? Yeah. And I'm here with a chisel and a drill bit?
Now I can do it the proper way with this 8mm double-ended drill bit that's specifically for removing spot welds. Bear with me for everybody that just watched that. I didn't know they made this. Let's see. Still went through a little bit too crazy, but it didn't break, so. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that one went all the way through. I'm just feeling the back.
All right, so it probably took me about 20-25 minutes to get every single spot weld out of this liner here. There were a lot. There were at least 30 to 40 spot welds, could be more. And on top of that, I had to chisel all of it out because since that bit doesn't go all the way through, I have to break it more than I would have had to get it all the way through. So now I'm doing the back quarters. All right, so this side is actually better intact than the other side of the bed. And so I had to take out a lot more spot welds, and then the wheel well over here isn't corroded like the other side was. So I actually have to physically remove all of these Phillips screws and then narrow out the spot welds so that way I can break the quarter panel off of this actual wheel well. I'm going to keep the wheel well, and I just want the quarter panel off. So I'm doing that, but it's hard because the angle is really freaking weird.
I'm getting pissed now.
Then we're gonna waste the postage stamp on sec.
That's what'll happen.
They should have all popped. For what? See ya. I bet you f***ers are. That definitely could have did the job, but it's a little dull. I need
You
even.
don't even know the stuff I found in my house.
I don't even want to know.
I got spoons, railroad
Spoons.
dollies, heel dollies,
Spoons. Fucker's gonna wreck my truck. I'm not even repairing this.
This is staying. I'm still stuck on one. I can get it off. I could get it off. There's somebody here. Whatever. Shut up. Jesus Christ. So as you can see, I removed everything that was involved with the quarter panels. Now I have to take the actual fuel tank plastic covers from the inside that are screwed in with like really small hex screws. And then I just have to pop them out because I am going to save those. They're in great condition and put them in the new quarter panel. All right, Mason, we are outie. Throwing this in the dump. And we are leaving. Are you ready? Watch out, Mace. All right, so the next step was to remove the fuel tank that I didn't remove the first time. I removed the first fuel tank, and that's just because I didn't have the right equipment. I needed this little plastic piece to expand the hose. Disconnect this. Oh my goodness. This thing is gonna fight me the whole way. That was rusted to shit. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully these work. 1/2 inch. If I didn't use this little plastic tool, I would have had to break the fuel lines and replace all of them. And I don't want to do that because they're actually intact. So I try to do it as least destructive as possible. Fire, got one. Where'd the clip go? Hold on here. Well, there goes that. So if you guys don't remember, there was actually a hole in this fuel tank, so it has to be replaced. And the guard, as you can see, is dangling by some 14 electrical wire. So I had to cut this off as well and be replacing all these pieces. Damn. For the record, I am saving all the old pieces that aren't completely ruined because God forbid I actually needed to use them because they don't make all the aftermarket pieces for these trucks right now. So I have to kind of do with what I have and make the most of it. So I'm just going to move this back off onto the back part of the property because I'm not going to be touching it for a second. And
like it might have gotten
I am
replaced.
going to go get a tow truck
cold
and
start,
move the
baby.
bed as well as eventually the whole cab over to the other shop where I'm going to disassemble the cab because the floor is completely rotted and I have to fix it. Next up on my YouTube channel will probably be the full cab disassembly. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.